experiential events wrong to set the name of God on high. That is the title of the message. When we look in the history of the life of great men, there were many actions they have heard and gone through, and it could have equally prevented them from achieving their purpose and goal in life. But they never believed or followed any of these historical events and experiences they have heard. They have heard a lot, discouraged a lot by their own family members, by their own brothers, by their own colleague prophets, and by their own kings. And they told themselves, we are not playing a role based on your experience. We are playing role based on what God can do. People who are with faith must know that you must not play a role of God based on past experience, but you play the role of God with the in-depth knowledge, with the in-depth supernatural understanding and wisdom of God to achieve a purpose. When we look at the life of Prophet Ezekiel has been a young boy God called. He started complaining from his lifetime of the calling till even if you reach the 37, where God called upon him and revealed to him dry bones. Do you believe that these dry bones will live? He said, Lord, I know not. Only you know. The knowledge of him at that time is that only God knows. Me, my knowledge unto this is that, yes, it can come back to life. These bones, these dry bones, these dead situations, these dead matters, these dry things, unseasoned and all condemned things, I believe that they can come back to life. It doesn't matter how your family rejects you. It doesn't matter how you are struggling. It doesn't matter how you have money. Money cannot buy you passport to heaven. Money cannot give you the chance to lead you to a peaceful place with God. Money cannot give you faith to walk with God. Money cannot help you rule over demonic powers. Faith and power of God can help you out. Listen, they asked Ezekiel chapter 37, and God asked Ezekiel, can these dry bones return in unto life and gain their sportive power? And Ezekiel said, only God, only you that knows. What of me? Unto me, after the truth of the questions, or after the truth of the question, my answer is yes. I don't base on evidence of the past. I base on faith. I base on power. I base on daily format. God does not use one format. God does not use one person. God does not use one way. God does not use one venue. God is not a God to be predicted. So as every child of God who is desperate, full of faith, power and authority must not be easily predicted. Now let's go back. We will see that this man David was passing by, and he saw and heard that his brothers were at war with their enemies. Full nation was following, and they could not come out because what they are seeing is beyond a limit. What they've heard is beyond a limit, and no one came out. And David said, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that could make you people feel uncommon, feel uneasy, and feel bad? Give me, O king, the battle that I go and fight with this man. You know, those who believe in history, they can't make it with God, because God is not God of yesterday. God is the God of yesterday, today, and forever. God does not base on yesterday's experience alone to act, but he based on the faith of him that he is dealing with. Continuous renewal of strength and experience and powers, the wisdom, the dynamism of the grace, and the dynamism of the power. Alos komanavrazi komanavas. Elos konovra askipalovra eseneko paras. The Spirit of God will come upon us, and we can never be tied. The devil doesn't know us. They only know us when we align ourselves with him. The devil knows us when we align ourselves with him by doing sin, committing sins, committing all kinds of sin. When we align ourselves with the will of the devil, then the devil can come closer. A child of God cannot be touched unless you agree with the devil. A child of God cannot be touched, cannot be prevented. Gift of things cannot be taken from you. As a child of God, not anything can be taken. The devil cannot snatch you. The devil can destroy many people, but as a child of God, believer, strong and mighty child, you can't. The devil may see you afar and see the giftings on you, but the devil cannot touch them. Why? Because God is with you in the form of a fire. Why is God a fire? God is a consuming fire. God is not only a consuming fire. God is the wind. God is a wind. And my Bible says that he blew a strong wind, and the wind divided the Red Sea into two strong walls, and the Israelites passed through. And Bible says that this young man, Moses, and his generation passed through. How can it happen? You have to align yourself with the will of God. There are many that lifted their hands up, and there are mighty miracles. They lifted their hands higher, and there were mighty miracles. Still today, people are in charge. They are lifting their hands. The devil cannot comply. And yet, the greatest are yet to explode. The greatest are yet to explode. Ekondi varato sondo kopalovas. Epende vraskonde valahazas. Perondo grosko palivrazos. There are some things I want to talk about before I conclude. If you are a believer, you are a Christian, not a church goer. Every believer, every Christian does not sin. If you believe God and you want to be like Christ and be called a Christian, you know nothing like a sin. You don't sin. If you are also a believer, believing God strongly, you fear sin. The greatest difference between believers and a Christian and churchgoers, a Christian or a believer, And that of the churchgoer is that churchgoers don't fear sin. Believers or Christians fear sin. Even if they mistakenly fall, they cry unto God on several occasions and bases. Now, the devil, people heard about how the devil has been tricky, very tricky, and a whole lot, and how the devil destroyed the life of many. Let me tell you, the devil knows you. The only way for the devil to count you down is when you align yourself with sin, or you align yourself with negativity, you align yourself with failure. Failure doesn't even know you. Failure fears you. Negativity fears you. Only possibility that welcomes you. You become negative when you are aligning yourself with negativity. You become like people who fail when you align yourself with failure. But I tell you, we those that know God and standing that the will of God will prevail, we don't know failure. Failure doesn't know us. We don't know negativity. Negativity doesn't know us. And I pray for you today that as you are listening, let it play and pick you and set you on the rock of stages, that the light of God will be seen on your life. And people will say, because of God, this person made it, this sister made it, this young boy made it, this man made it, this young man made it, this prophet made it. I prophesy, you shall never go down. You shall prosper. You shall be great. You shall be set fire. You shall be set as a fire. You shall be set as a wind. You shall be set. It is a great thing to know God. It is easy to sin, but difficult to comply with the will of God. So believers, try your best, pull yourself closer to sin. Pull yourself closer to men that are with God, and they will help you build up. If you align yourself with sinners, you decide for sin. Sin will come your way. Then death will await you. See you in my next teachings. May God be with you. I'm a prophet, Prophet Selam. I speak from Accra in Ghana. And I know when you come my way, just contact me. I'll pray with you. Whatsoever you need, God will set you free. I have been a mighty and strong prophet since my childhood till now. And God is still using me. And God is about exploding to the world, and let the world know that there is a wind blowing. May you be part of this generation and this blow. In Jesus' name I pray with thanksgiving.